What regenerative agriculture means to us at Chatfield Farms is really a set of guiding principles. And that first guiding principle starts with building healthy soil.
If you think of the soil as a living, breathing organism, then the more diversity you have in the soil, in the type of roots that you have, in the bacteria that live around those roots, the fungi that live and eat the bacteria, then the more of that life you have, the more carbon you have in the soil. Carbon sequestration is, as the name implies, keeping carbon in the soil. And all that is all living things are made out of carbon. So anytime you're adding compost, anytime you have roots in the soil, that is all carbon in the soil. If you think about to keep healthy soil, you want to always cover your soil or protect it so you don't lose it to erosion.
Cover crops are important in regenerative farming for several reasons. They help to keep living roots in the soil. Those roots can help break up some of the compaction in our soil and create more diversity in the soil to make the crops that we plant be healthier. So the more microbial life and diversity in our microbial life that we have in the soil, the better. Nature doesn't like a vacuum. Nature doesn't like bare soil. So anytime you disturb the soil, some kind of plants are going to come in and take over. That's one reason we choose cover crops, is because we can pick and choose the crops that we want to grow there and know how long we have until they come to maturity so that we can terminate them before they go to seed. Or we might let them go to seed so that they can then regenerate themselves. If we don't put anything on the soil, then other plants that we don't want to be here will come in and outcompete the things that we do want to be growing. So cover crop does mimic, in that way, a natural prairie landscape where plants would have naturally been growing all the time.
And then you want to reduce the tillage of your soil. And that's any time the soil is disturbed, it's tillage. Maybe it's just weeding on the surface or it's plowing. So it might seem like tilling helps the soil be loose and for roots to grow and easier for plants to grow. But that soil is very homogeneous and it ends up compacting over the season. Even rain will compact it, gravity, and that makes it very difficult for roots to grow through. It makes it difficult for water to get in the soil and for oxygen and air to get in the soil.
Cover crops can be multi-purpose. Some of them are grown just to be mowed down or to be crimped and then covered with a tarp to terminate the crop. So that can create a nice mulch on the soil for us to plant into. We harvested some of our pea cover crop in the market garden earlier this year for pea shoots for the CSA program. A lot of ranchers and other farmers use cover crop for their feed as well.
So if you're thinking about trying this at home and you want to make a difference with your soil and increase biodiversity, think about having perennials. They're going to keep roots in the soil. They're going to feed the soil. That will increase soil carbon. You can try a diversity of crops. Maybe plant, instead of just one row of tomatoes, try planting some basil with your tomatoes or some carrots or some different things in your garden together.
Regenerative agriculture really is the long view. It's a gradual process. We can really take action and be a part of what's going to happen in the future in a positive way.